Hello. Let me try that. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Never mind. Hi, welcome this evening. My name is Mr. Sutherland, or Alex Sutherland. You may know me from my YouTube channel, Mr. Sutherland. I want to say before we get started, thank you all that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I have 1,020 subscribers, and guess what? They still won't let me YouTube live. Just kidding. So I want to thank you all for subscribing either way. We're going to get that figured out for our future concerts, especially for the 5th graders that will be coming back next year for 6th grade. So for my 6th graders, this is our last concert until they go to junior high, if they decide to continue with orchestra at Adobe or Orbit. Before we get started, I want to thank all of you, parents, family members, friends that have been helping out with our program, that have been keeping in touch with me constantly and following my emails, my text messages, all that stuff that I communicate with you. And your support for every student in here means so much to them as much as it does to me. So thank you guys. I want to thank my administration, Mrs. Ross, Mr. Peters, Mary Freeman, the front desk clerk, Jennifer Clark, and Ms. Crowley, Mrs. Bryan for helping me out in my program as I try to build it from the ground up, because this is only the 3rd year that we've actually had a full orchestra program with a full-time director. This is me, so, not to brag. You guys are in for a real treat. These guys have been working really, really hard, and as you can tell, we have some really difficult music, because I'm preparing them, not only my 6th grade for the junior high level music, but my beginners that are in 5th grade coming back to me for our competition repertoire that we start doing for our Veterans Day performance, our Christmas performance. We go travel for the schools if we get to do that still. And of course, my Bravo and Honor Orchestra last Saturday, went and competed at Sound Waves, where afterwards we celebrated at Schlather, and we got a superior rating for that group, meaning that we got Division I ratings for each judge for all 3 pieces. So congratulations to them. That's how we applaud an orchestra, if you don't remember that. Our first piece tonight is going to be called Autumn. It is called Autumn by Antonio Vivaldi, arranged by Deborah Baker Monday. That's right. I actually got to meet her and shake her hand, and she's an amazing person, an amazing arranger. So I hope you enjoy our first piece, Autumn. too much this time. I'm just giving them a little break for their shoulders to relax because they've been a little tense lately. And they're super excited, so they got a lot of tension built up. So that was Autumn by Antonio Vivaldi. Our next piece is called Burst by Brian Bomages. It's an original work by him. It's been around for quite some time. It's kind of a new piece, though, since about maybe 2 years ago when it was published. And this is a much more energetic piece. This is a little bit more difficult than it is the first piece. This includes a lot of eighth notes rhythm for all the parts, and some call and response sections, especially from the low strings to the high strings. So you'll get to hear a lot of different elements in this piece, from fast quarter notes and eighth notes, and really energetic dynamics, whereas the first one had loud, soft, and so you get a mixture of all those things in this next piece. Please enjoy Burst. Yes, power. Now, if you thought that song had a lot of hype, this next one is, I think, the kids' favorites song, or piece rather. Songs are what we sing, pieces are what we play. So this next piece is entitled Dragon Hunters by Richard Myers, and this has become a staple of the Schlather Orchestra program for beginners. So if you talk to anybody that's come from Schlather, at least in my program, we're under the direction of Mr. Sutton and Mrs. Beretta from Wilder and Jordan when they used to rotate, they'll all tell you they play Dragon Hunter. It encompasses pretty much all that we've learned in the first year of orchestra, which is a really great piece. Not only is it exciting, it's fun, but we encourage a lot of breaths, a lot of retakes, a lot of pizzicato section that is very beautiful, and we have some new concepts where we talk about dies al coda, where instead of having 3 or 4 pieces of paper for one piece of music, the dies al coda kind of shrinks it up because the composer only wanted to play a certain melody a number of times without wasting so much paper. So we got to include a lot of these musical elements that we kind of learned from the first year, and then when they come back the next year or go to junior high, it becomes much more evident to them what it means and how to use it. So we talk about a lot of different dynamics in that last one. This one has even more.